Okay, there we are. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Harry Hewlett. This is the Dallas Songwriters Association's Global Songwriter Showcase. It's Saturday, April the 10th. We're going to be here from 12 till 3. We've got 6 people lined up. Each one of them's got 30 minutes each. They're just going to wow you with their talent and their songs and all original music. We got Michael Brandenberger. He's our president. And then we got Robert DeBoley. He's up there in Cape Cod. And then we got Ricky Jean Wright over in Garland, Texas. That's right beside Dallas over there. They is part of Dallas, kind of. And we got Ian Dixon. He's up in McKinney on the north side of Dallas. And Robert Eller. I'm not sure where Robert lives. He'll tell us. And then we got Don Wall. He's in Dallas, not too far from where I'm at. And starting off, I'm going to put the focus and spotlight and everything on Michael Brandenberger. He is our president. Been president for about 5-6 years, I think. And replay spotlight. Hi, Michael. How you doing?
How you doing there, Harry?
Good. That's here. I'm through talking. It's all yours now for 30 minutes.
Hello, Facebook. Glad you're here. If you're here, if you're not, then we'll talk to you later. I thought I'd do a few of my original songs today, and most of my songs are kind of based around what I listened to growing up. You know, I grew up in the era of top 40 radio, which you heard a little bit of everything. You heard rock and roll, blues, jazz, country, a little bit of everything. So that's the kind of stuff I like to fool with. So thought I'd start off with a song about everybody has a lucky charm, lucky piece of apparel, your lucky shoes, your lucky underwear, a medallion, a penny. This is about a guy that had some luck with a sweater, and it goes something like this, called Lucky Sweater. Well, if you're going downtown on a Saturday night, looking for the ladies that are built just right, there's a swanky little dive down at Commerce and Pearl. If you play cards right, you're gonna find you a girl. She might even buy you all the drinks if you let her, as long as you're wearing your lucky sweater. Lucky sweater, that's the one for me. When you got it on, everyone will agree that you're a go-getter, and there ain't nothing better than looking real good in your lucky sweater. Well, some guys think they got it all made when they stroll down the street wearing blue suede shoes. May be nice, but women never look twice. If your t-shirt's kind of stained, they're gonna tell you no dice. But take it from you, be sure to make them go for you better if they see you walking around in your lucky sweater. Lucky sweater, that's the one for me. When you got it on, everyone will agree that you're a go-getter, and there ain't nothing better than looking real good in your lucky sweater. Well, the ladies all know when they step out at night, they gotta look good and they gotta feel right. Sexy fashion is never out of style. When they're wearing tight jeans, they're gonna make the boys smile. And the guys who like cool weather, girl, you can't do better than a lucky sweater. Lucky sweater, that's the one for me. When you got it on, everyone will agree that you're a go-getter, and there ain't nothing better than looking real good in your lucky sweater. Looking real good in your lucky sweater. Looking real good in your lucky sweater. That's a story about a lucky sweater. Okay, thought we'd have a little fun with this next song. You know, being a songwriter, sometimes people say, well, how do you write a song? You know, that sounds kind of hard. Well, one way to do it is take a song that you know, put new words to it, and then put a new melody on it, and then a new beat or genre, and call it your own. So this next song, I'm going to play a little novelty song called "My Dog's a Nuisance," and you might be able to hear it. As a matter of fact. So that was good timing. So anyway, for those of you on Facebook, if you can figure out what song this came from, I'll give you a little shout out. I'll check Facebook and see if anybody knows where it came from. Okay? It's called "My Dog's a Nuisance." My dog's a nuisance, a real nuisance. He's always barking at the moon. The neighbors hate me, they're always waiting. Please come take this dog real soon. My dog is useless, and he's so clueless. Won't catch a frisbee at the park. And if he ever sees a burglar, it's the only time he won't bark. My dog is lazy, and he's so crazy. He's always sleeping in the trash. I know he smells bad and needs a hot bath. If you take him now, I'll pay cash. My dog's a nuisance, a real nuisance. He's always barking at the moon. The neighbors hate me, they're always waiting. Please come take this dog real soon. Please come take this dog real soon. Please come take this dog real soon. All right. Well, let's see if anybody on Facebook figured that one out. Let me see here. Nope, nobody figured it out. But that song came from You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine. You hear the connection now? No.
That's plagiarism.
Huh?
That's plagiarism.
No, I put my own words and music to it.
Okay.
Wrote a new song.
New song. Okay.
Okay. That's how you write a song. That's one way. One way to do it. Okay. Well, let's drift off into a little blues area. I wrote this song called "Who's Your Daddy?" And it goes something like this. Well, I do everything you tell me that you want me to do. Yes, I do everything you tell me that you want me to do. All I need is a reason to be a fool. Give you money and clothes and buy you big expensive rings. I give you money and clothes and buy big expensive rings. When I take you home, you say it don't mean a thing. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Come on, baby, Daddy needs some loving too. You know your tight red dress is really gonna get me hot. Yes, your tight red dress is really gonna get me hot. When it comes to get love, you always tell me that I'm not. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Come on, baby, Dad needs some loving too. There you go. Who's your daddy? All right. Well, we'll slow down a little bit here and do another little blues number called One of These Days. It's kind of a sad song, so get out your handkerchiefs. Wait a second. Got to do one thing here. Let me see. How do I make my screen smaller, Harry?
What do you mean?
Mm-hmm. How do we do this?
Why do you want it smaller?
Well,
You can minimize your screen for your computer.
Yeah, how do I do that?
Just up there in the left-hand corner, there's a little green dot. Put your arrow up there.
Oh. Minimize it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any
There's
way to do that. Oh, well. Okay. Never mind. All right. Here we go. One of these days, you'll find us lot blind. I know when you're playing with my mind. One of these days, my love will go. Fooling around is all you know. You'll be so sorry, I won't be hanging around no more. One of these days, you'll see what you need. I'll see you beg and watch you plead. One of these days, you'll see what you had, knowing you made me feel so sad. You're breaking my heart, 'cause you're treating me oh so bad. of these days, you'll feel the pain, knowing you made me blow out the flame. One of these days, you'll lay down and cry, knowing you'll see me walk on by. But I'll get the last laugh when I tell you bye-bye. All right, thank you. Let's see. Oh yeah, here's another little fun song. Kind of a bluesy, swing bluesy kind of thing. And then we'll do some real jazzy stuff, jazzy love songs. Anyway, this one's kind of fun. It's about that girl that you wind up spending all your money on. Yep, yeah, and it goes something like this. You got the style and groove. You got all the moves. You got the flash and dash. And you're spending all my cash. It's gonna cost me plenty, but you're worth every penny. Your legs are long and lean, and your stocking's got that seam. Your lips oh so sweet, but they make quite a treat. It's gonna cost me plenty, but you're worth every penny. You know you really knock me out. You always look so fine. When I'm with you, there's never a doubt. We'll be together till my last dime. You gotta wiggle when you walk. You gotta giggle when you talk. You got an eye for glamour, but your love is the hammer. It's gonna cost me plenty, but you're worth every penny. You know you really knock me out. You always look so fine. When I'm with you, there's never a doubt. We'll be together till my last dime. You gotta wiggle when you walk, and a giggle when you talk. You got an eye for glamour, but your love is the hammer. It's gonna cost me plenty, but you're worth every penny. It's gonna cost me plenty, but you're worth every penny. It's gonna cost me plenty, but you're worth every penny. Okay, worth every penny. How we doing on time, Harry?
Oh, you got about 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. My song,
14 to be exact.
I try to keep them short. All right. Well, we'll get into what I really like to do is write stuff based around the old jazz standards. You know, "Fly Me to the Moon" and all those jazzy love songs, I call them. And here's one I wrote a long time ago. It's called "You Make It New." Timeless joys of love too easily fade from view, and memories can seem so far away. But now that we have met, there's hope in my heart yet. Love will find a way. A walk in the park, kiss in the dark, dinner at 8. I knew it was fate that you make it new. That's what I like about you. A hideaway nook, a special look, a sweet caress makes me a mess. To tell you the truth, that's what I like about you. It's no wonder That spell I'm under starts with your glance. Let's take another chance. Sweet perfume filling the room, gazing at the moon, loving at noon. You make it new. That's what I like about you. It's no wonder that spell I'm under starts with your glance. Let's take another chance. Sweet perfume filling the room, gazing at the moon, loving at noon. You make it new. That's what I like. You make it new. That's what I like. You make it new. That's what I like about you. All right. You make it new. Okay. I like that applause.
It's a little slow sometimes, but I'm getting the hang of it.
On the draw. Okay. Let's see. Here's another little jazzy love song about lost and found love, so to speak. It's called "When Love Comes Back to You." A little bossa nova kind of thing. When love has got you down and feeling low, just take some time and forget it. There'll be another chance to feel the glow, and it will seem like you never left it. It's funny how some things work out the way they do. You're sad and sighing one day, and then you're finding someone new. Love is a mystery solved by only two, but it's so sweet and one of life's treats. Yes, it's so nice, you'll never think twice when love comes back to you. It's funny how some things work out the way they do. You're sad and sighing one day, and then you're finding someone new. Love is a mystery solved by only two, but it's so sweet and one of life's treats. Yes, it's so nice, you'll never think twice when love comes back to you. There we go. Okay. I'll slow it down here a little bit. This is another jazzy kind of love song called "A Time for Love." Kind of stole the beginning from another famous song. See if you can figure out which one this is. The beginning, anyway. When dark clouds arrive, I look into your eyes. and see nothing but clear blue skies. Beautiful days are nothing new. They always start and end with you. My sky becomes clear the moment you are near. Every cloud seems to blow away. Fog disappears when you say, come close to me, dear. It's a time for love. It may be stormy weather when we get together, but it's just another chance for some rainy day romance. Whether or not you know it's true, when you're around the sun is you, with clouds up above, it's a time for love. With clouds up above, it's a time for love. It may be stormy weather when we get together, but it's just another chance for some rainy day romance. Whether or not you know it's true, when you're around the sun is you, the clouds up above, it's a time for love. Time for love. Time for love.
Michael, you got time for one more?
One more, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I always like to finish with this song because these kind of things always make my day. So Harry knows what's coming up. But there's a song called "You Made My Day." There's always sometime in your life, either once a week, once a year, once a month, maybe once a day, somebody makes your day. The day was such an awful mess. Wondered why I'd gotten dressed. Lately things seem to be that way. Was wishing for a perfect day. I saw the smile I won't forget. My worries took flight, it was kismet. You heard my heart, knew what to say. Just like magic, you made my day. Your eyes arrived just in time. I was so low, but now I'm sublime. You heard my heart, knew what to say. Just like magic, you made my day. You were so understanding, knowing how it feels to be blue. Must be that better things are coming. Seeing you again means wishes come true. Your gentle touch changed my tune. If I could swing it, we'd fly to the moon. You heard my heart, knew what to say. Just like magic, you made my day. You heard my heart and knew what to say. Just like magic, you made my day. You were so understanding, knowing how it feels to be blue. Must be that better things are coming. Seeing you again means wishes come true. Your gentle touch changed my tune. If I could swing it, we'd fly to the moon. You heard my heart and knew what to say. Just like magic, you made my day. You made my day. You made my day. You made my day. All right, thank you all very much. You made my day.
Boy, that's the best response you've had yet, Michael.
Whoa, they must have loved it.
Yeah, they loved it. Hey, I like that guitar too. That really sounds nice.
Good.
All those chords, doesn't it? That must be what that one was made for, was jazz.
Yeah, it's made for jazz, rock and roll,
Oh, that's good guitar.
blues.
Yeah, I
You
like
can do
that.
anything on it.
I like that one. Okay, folks, that was Michael Brandenberger, our esteemed president of the Dallas Songwriter Association. I'm going to take the spotlight off of him. Hope he doesn't get mad, but good job, Michael.
Thank you.
Okay, remove spotlight. And now we have a real treat. We've got a young fella up on Cape Cod. He's a 2020 DSA Song Contest finalist, and Robert DeVoli, I'm going to bring you up here, and he's going to sing us some songs. He's a good one, too, let me tell you. Add spotlight. How you doing, Robert?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Oh, doing good. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
And
Always
looking
good to
forward to
be
hearing
here.
your songs. And you said you had something new?
I do. I'll play a new tune that I wrote since I've been down in the Cape here.
Okay.
Not the first one, but later on.
That's all right. Well, you got the spotlight, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. After all is said and done, we had a pretty good run. We had our ups and downs, but we found some common ground. We wore our fingers, oh, to the bone, just to make ends meet. Oh, our life was bittersweet. Oh, the mortgage is paid in full. We get by on our pensions. The kids still live nearby, and the grandchildren seldom cry. I can still pin the tail on the donkey and finish the three-legged race at the Topsfield County Fair. But long ago, I left home with my book of poems, a bottle of wine, and one hell of an open mind. Ooh, 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 ooh. In autumn's early twilight, all Venus shines so bright. Silent we sit and we listen to the night. Sometimes I sigh a little too loud. You turn your gaze to me, oh, it's too late to be free. At the end of the day, oh, there's not too much to say. How was your day? Not bad. How about yours? Oh, I guess that I'm restless in a permanent way, sparring with my demons every single day. But long ago, I left home with my book of poems, a bottle of wine, and one hell of an open mind. Yeah, one hell of an open mind. What happened? Thank you. That song was called Dry Soul, and it was written. I was down in the Cape here, and there was a guy working on the deck. He was staining the deck of a neighbor, and we went down to look at that house because we liked it. And he was about 70 years old, and he told us all about how he and his wife left New Jersey at the time 50 years ago and came to Provincetown with their 2 children and settled in. He said to me, I left home with my book of poems and I never looked back. And so that was the inspiration for the chorus, which then I had to write the song, which I did. Ooh. On the same day I lost my lover and my best friend. On the same day my heart simply fell apart. On the same day I cried because I lost my lover and my best, my lover and my best, my lover and my very best friend. Oh, how sad is the night sky without any stars. Oh, how sad is the rainbow, wilting and dying of thirst. Oh, how sad is the darkness without any hope for light, without any hope, without any hope, without any hope for light. Oh, how sad is the sunset sinking into the sea. Oh, how sad is the flower wilting and dying of thirst. Oh, how sad is my teardrop with no one to dry my eyes, with no one to dry, with no one to dry, with no one to dry my eyes. On the same day I lost my lover and my best friend, my lover and my best, my lover and my best, my lover and my very best friend. Thank you very much. That song came to me by way of a friend who's a really great classical guitarist, and he also writes some verse, and he came up with the phrase, "Oh, how sad is a night sky without any stars," and he asked me if I could write a song around that phrase, and it worked its way into the second verse. This song, one of my influences was John Prine, and this kind of a John Prine-ish, kind of setting, where did life go by and got old all of a sudden, and what happened? My passport's expired, and I'm feeling so tired. I don't seem to want to get around much anymore. I never dreamed that I would live a paint-by-number life. A housewife, a couple of kids, a mortgage, and a Willie Loman job. And oh, how I long for my todays to become my yesterdays. Now the kids have all grown up, and my wife just said she's had enough of me. So I shuffle around this old house, alone with my failures and shattered dreams, making promises to myself not to drink until the sun goes down. But these days go by so slowly, and the night makes me wait so long for it to come. And oh, how I long for my todays to become my yesterdays. I don't know why I gave up the paper and the pen. I should have known better to follow the voices in my heart. But the canvases in my mind's eye never ever came to life, and my words stopped flowing many, many, many years ago. And oh, how I long for my todays to become my yesterdays. Now the sun is sinking low, and the whiskey makes me glow. So I wax poetic. What are hearts for but to be broken? What are hearts for but to be broken? Thank you. This next song is kind of was a stream of consciousness in a minor key. It's called Kaleidoscope of Maybes. Come upstairs where the heat always rises. Come upstairs where the beat is slow and sultry. Come upstairs where the heat always rises, away from the cold down here. Come upstairs, baby, to a kaleidoscope of maybes. Let our passion crush our despair. Under my bed there's a secret garden. Oh, when we lie down, our hearts open and blossom. Only love can put out the raging fire burning in our dried up souls. Come upstairs, baby, to a kaleidoscope of maybes. Let our passion crush our despair. How can we trust rainbows and roses? Rainbows fade away, roses bow their heads and die. Truth be told, we can only feel the sunlight if we have kissed the night. Come upstairs, baby, to a kaleidoscope of maybes. Let our passion crush our despair. Ah, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
Just waiting for the applause, weren't you?
I'm trying to get my capo on. And then, of course, when the capo goes on, your guitar goes out of tune, as we all know. Anyway, Kaleidoscope of maybe a little bit of, it was kind of a stream of consciousness, just kind of grooving on those two chords, and that was what was hatched. My sleepy seaside town wakes up in the middle of May, goes back to sleep just after Labor Day. Oh, sultry air feels just like summer love.
Ricky Jean Wright.
Heady
Ricky
with
Jean Wright.
lusty anticipation. Oh, I'm way past middle age, still looking for center stage, trying to silence my rage, 'cause I'm still sitting backstage. Lonesome old men, still trying to write love songs, drowning on the beach in a sea of thongs. Labor Day is come and gone, I can't hear my song. Autumn celebrates death with crimson on her breath. Oh, I'm way past middle age, still longing for center stage, trying to silence my rage, 'cause I'm still sitting backstage. But I remember those days when we walked hand in hand, bare feet dancing in the sand, our smiles floating on the breeze. Long empty beaches, aching for bare feet. Wild winds blow, I can't hear my heart beat. Oh, I love the scent of your smile in my black widow flower. Ravens are screaming louder and louder. Oh, I'm way past middle age, still longing for center stage, trying to silence my rage, 'cause I'm still sitting backstage. My sleepy seaside town woke up in the middle of May, went back to sleep just after Labor Day.
Hey, they like that one.
You got that thing cranked up there, Harry. Thank you. Anyway, that's called Still Sitting Backstage, and that's the one that I wrote down here on the Cape, because out there is the ocean, and I sitting and staring at the ocean all day long, because this is not only my studio, but it's also where I work. So just I think January 15th, I put out my first CD. It was actually a triple CD. It was a deluxe edition. There's also a single CD, and it's on all of the streaming devices, and you can check me out at bobdavoli.com. This next song is Transistor Radio and Me. Daddy was a bulldozer, Mama tried to keep her pride. Oh, the only thing I did was try and hide. Oh, way up in my treehouse, deep down in my snow fort, transistor radio and me. Lying on my back, staring up at the sky, or simply trying to figure out why. Daddy screaming, Mama's crying, children shaking in the night. Oh, the silent screams in black and blues. Oh, kindred spirit, where are you? Oh, kindred spirit, please be true. Oh, kindred spirit, I feel so blue. Let me sing to you. How could anybody steal the magic lantern shining in a child's eyes, and leave 'em all alone throughout the cold dark night, just clinging on to their fright? Oh, I hear the cries and whispers from a lost childhood, of family veins, they run deep, and the blood, it weighs heavy, it soaks and it stains, and it can't be washed away. Oh, kindred spirit, where are you? Oh, kindred spirit, please be true. Oh, kindred spirit, I feel so blue. Let me sing to you. Daddy was a bulldozer, Mama tried to keep her pride, and the only thing I did was try and hide. Oh, way up in my treehouse, deep down in my snow fort, transistor radio and me, just my transistor radio and me.
Okay. You got about 7 minutes.
Okay, I'll just do one more.
You can probably squeeze in two. Not too long.
We'll see. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't, you let me know.
Okay.
In my studio where I live in Lincoln, there's a set of wind chimes on my porch. And one day I was waiting for my muse. Wanted to write a song, and just sitting there, nothing was coming. And I looked over at my wind chimes, and they were completely silent. And I just said to myself, silent wind chimes always make me cry. And that ended up being in the chorus. And so I got a song out of it. Baby, I'm so sorry that your star is falling down and all of your dreams have drowned. Maybe you and I can go around one more time, even though autumn's in your eyes. Dusk rolls in, its shadows oh so grim. Silent wind chimes always make me cry. Nothing's as poetic as living day to day. Tender is the night that warms us with moonlight. Black and whites, they always turn out gray, and the near is so, so far away. Oh, dusk rolls in, its shadows oh so grim. Silent wind chimes always make me cry. Broken bones, they often heal stronger, but broken hearts simply fall apart. Hope does not always spring eternal for those souls who lost their will to fight. Dusk rolls in, oh, its shadows oh so grim. Silent wind chimes always make me cry. Baby, I'm so sorry that your star is falling down and all of your dreams have drowned. Maybe you and I can go around one more time, even though autumn's in your eyes. Yeah, maybe you and I can go around one more time, even though autumn's in your eyes. Yeah, even though autumn's in your eyes.
All right.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure playing for you all. And Harry, thank you for inviting me onto the show.
Thank you, Robert DeVoley. I love your songs and love your singing and everything. That's great. Great set. Great set. I hope the applause didn't bother you too much.
No, it gives me some courage.
Yeah. Everybody likes a little applause every now and then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's Robert DeVoley, folks, up there in Cape Cod. We'll have him back not too distant future, and I'm gonna take the spotlight off of him. There he is. Okay, get one last look. Here he goes. Thank you, Robert. Thanks again. And thanks, Lori Kingston, too.
I will thank Lori. She's wonderful.
Yeah, she does a great job. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye. And there's me. And now, folks, we have the one and only Ricky Jean Wright from out there in Garland. He's going to play us some songs. I'm going to replace the spotlight. Right there he is. Hey, Ricky Jean, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
I've got the original sound on.
All right, you're doing good.
I got a little amplification on my guitar so you can hear it a little bit. What do you think?
It'd be good. I'm getting a lot of reverb there. You got something going there?
Reverb? Well, I do have it on, but I can turn it off.
Or delay or something.
Was that on the guitar or on me?
On the guitar.
Well, let me see here. Let me turn the reverb almost off. What about this?
Better, yeah.
All right. Well, I may do some songs today that kind of throw in some co-written songs because, co-writing is something that is kind of tricky. I got to sit down with Alex Harvey, talked to him one time about co-writing. He did some co-writing on that song Delta Dawn, a song about his mother. And he told me just to be real careful and be able to trust the person you're co-writing with completely. And I've done some co-writing with people that I do trust completely, so this first one here is a song called Good Friends. And I took this song to the studio and it wasn't complete. I didn't like it. And so I asked Brad Davis if he would help me. And we fixed the song. We got it in the right key. We fixed the chorus because it was incomplete. I looked at him and said, I couldn't have done this without you, so let's just co-write this song. And he said, okay, let's do it. So we're looking at here is Good Friends. We were the best of friends back in our hometown, a couple of harmless souls, always out running around. We lost all track of us where the highway has no end, but I will never forget my good friend. Good friends you can lose track of. Good friends are frozen in time. Good friends you'll never think less of. They're always smiling in your mind. Good friends. We did some crazy things, that goes without being said, running right through those lights that were turning red. We lost all track of us where the highway has no end, but I will never forget my good friend. Good friends you can lose track of. Good friends are frozen in time. Good friends you'll never think less of. They're always smiling in your mind. Good friends. Good friends you can lose track of. Good friends are frozen in time. Good friends you'll never think less of. They're always smiling in your mind. Good friends, they're always smiling. They're always smiling. They're always smiling in your mind. Good friends. Good friends.
You say you co-wrote that with Alex Harvey? Or
With Brad Davis.
Brad Davis?
Co-wrote that with Brad Davis.
Well, where did Alex Harvey come in again? I love Alex Harvey.
Do what?
You're talking about Alex Harvey too.
Oh, Alex Harvey! I got a chance to sit down with him for about an hour, and I gave him some of my CDs. He gave him some of his, and he was just giving me some advice on co-writing. And,
okay.
He got burned a little bit one time on some co-writing things, and he was just telling me to trust your co-writers 100% before you get involved with them. So,
yeah, okay.
That was.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just love Alex Harvey, and he's gone now.
Yeah, the next year he passed away, so I was very fortunate to be able to. Get to talk to him before he passed away.
I've got a song of his called Wolf. I don't know if he ever recorded it or not, but I recorded it live at a showcase one time. I'll send it to you if I can find it.
All right.
Go ahead. Good job. I love that last song you did too.
Yeah, that's a song that I just could not get the chorus completed. Just couldn't get it right, and
oh, you got it right.
So Brad Davis helped me, and man, it was worth.
That's a good co-write.
So here's a song that kind of was in the running to be the title song of the second album. It didn't become the title song of the second album, but it was one of those songs that it could have been. And it's called Life is Hard Enough. Yes, it's true, we'll all have regrets. even for the ones we try to forget. But some mistakes in life you don't want to make, they will follow you around like a rattlesnake. Life is hard enough without you going down a road that ain't nothing but rough. Drawing to an inside straight is always tough. Just remember, life is hard enough. Old lovers sometimes wish they had stuck it out. Old drunks always dream about another round. Old smokers are just hoping for another breath. And old preachers will tell you to be scared to death. Life is hard enough without you going down a road that ain't nothing but rough. Drawing to an inside straight is always tough. Just remember, life is hard enough. Old lovers sometimes wish they had stuck it out. Old drunks always dream about another round. Old smokers just hoping for another breath. And old preachers will tell you to be scared to death. Life is hard enough without you going down a road that ain't nothing but rough. Drawing to an inside straight is always tough. Just remember, life is hard enough. Just remember, life is hard enough. Just remember, life is hard enough.
Good song.
Got my dog helping me here today.
I was wondering if that was yours. I couldn't see anybody else that was
Yeah.
unmuted.
Yep. Yep. I don't know what she wants, but
That's all right. We're dog friendly on this show.
oh yeah. So let me see here. How much time is left here? About 15 minutes or so. Jump down a little. Come on now. You're all right. You're all right. So let me see here. Here's a song that I've got to get over there to Commerce and get this song recorded. It's been recorded on YouTube, but I need to go ahead and get it done over there in the studio so it can get out there on streaming music channels. Song I wrote during the midst of the pandemic called Made My Day. It's so good to talk again. Yes, it's been way too long, my friend. Thoughts of you sometimes dance through my mind. Well, I'll confess it happens all the time. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day. Long time no see, feels like forever. You're going your way and I'm going mine. The times between get longer, it seems. There's no one to blame and no fault to find. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day.
Man, I tell you what, I think that song's becoming one of my favorites. That's a good song.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Edie girl. Yep. Well, I've always been in love with the top 3 strings of a guitar. Just love the sound, and I think maybe it was falling in love with Willie Nelson and his runs up and down with chords and stuff. And so I always wanted to come up with songs that had memorable bass guitar string licks in it, and that's what happened with this song. A little song about a colorful character in Galveston, Texas in the late 1800s called Island Red. She was a red-headed German girl, abandoned by a rich businessman on the streets of old Galveston. She came over on an ocean liner. No one ever looked any finer who walked the streets of old Galveston. Island Red, she was a beauty, and they all said. Island Red, she always turned their heads as she called herself Island Red. They just called her beautiful, that good-looking woman who walked the Strand. All the women said she was shameless. All the men said she was famous. But everyone stopped to watch as she walked by. She always lived at the finest hotels, and as far as anyone could tell, she never once ever ran out of money. She only did what she had to do, to buy those fancy clothes and shoes, and keep those tears from her eyes so blue. Now she was full of mystery. One look at her could cause misery and fill your dreams with a woman with hair so red. Island Red, she was a beauty, they all said. Island Red, she always turned their heads. She called herself Island Red. They just called her beautiful, that good-looking woman who walked the Strand. All the women said she was shameless. All the men said she was famous. But everyone stopped and watched as she walked by.
Good.
So we got about 7 minutes left, huh? Or 6 minutes or so?
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
123 is what my little computer clock says up there at the top. So
All right.
you're doing good.
Let me see here. See if I can find another new one here. So, love songs that love gone wrong songs, all those kind of things, they never, I guess, run out of ideas to write about in songs. And what Paul McCartney one time wrote a song called "Here's Another Love Song," So there's all these ideas about how there could have been a romance, maybe, but then maybe they were just too burnt out on love to even give it a try. And that's what this song is about. And it's about two people in this position. And it's called "Love Seldom Walks Down Easy Street." He thinks about her every single day. She was the one, and he let her get away. He feels lost in time, yet time is going by fast. He's hooked on a memory, and the die is cast. She sits all alone, thinking about her past. Is it love that she's lost, or maybe never had? She sees them walking, and she catches his glance. Then she looks back down at the wine in her glass. While the band plays some songs that are not too slow, but they never dance, 'cause they already know it's a roll of the dice for fate and chance to meet. 'Cause love seldom walks down easy street. They both have heard about love at first sight, but they're not going down that road tonight. While the band plays some songs that are not too slow, but they never dance, 'cause they already know it's a roll of the dice for fate and chance to meet. 'Cause love seldom walks down easy street. They both have heard about love at first sight. But they're not going down that road tonight, while the band plays some songs that are not too slow. But they never dance, 'cause they already know it's a roll of the dice for fate and chance to meet. 'Cause love seldom walks down easy street.
Boy, you got them going. Ricky Jean, that was a great set. Now, you can't go, though, without telling people about your show next Friday night and who you're going to have playing.
All right. We got Craig Langford and Harry Hewlett and RGW. And we're going to have 3 stools, 3 songwriters. And we're going to go from about 6:30 to 9 o'clock, just swapping songs. And the last time we did it, we even threw in maybe a cover song or two, like a songwriter that had influenced us in the past. And we just had fun. And it's over at Porta de Roma, part of the Music Fridays that happens every Friday at the Porta de Roma, across the parking lot from the Eisman Performance Center. We like to call it the Little Eisman. So y'all come out and have some fun with us.
All right.
It's sponsored by Dallas Songwriters Association.
Yes, sirree. Okay. Ricky Jean has a great set. Really enjoy your songs, and can't wait to have you back. And we'll see you next Friday.
All right.
And now, folks, we're going to put somebody else on the screen here. I'm going to add my spotlight and say goodbye to Ricky Jean for now. You'll see him again one of these days. If he hangs around, you might see him at the end of the show. Okay, remove the spotlight. There's me. Now then, we have Ian Dixon, folks. He's up there in McKinney. And dog, can he sing and play. Let me show you. Hey, Ian, how you doing?
Hey, Harry. Good to see you.
Welcome
nice
to the
set,
show.
Ricky Jean.
Yeah, wasn't that fun?
That was nice.
You gotta call him and get him on his show. He's running that whole thing over there, that Friday night deal. The pizza's good too.
I don't even know there was a place over there.
Yeah, you gotta. It's right across
That place
from
has
the.
grown.
Like if you're standing there at the Eisman Center looking at those big windows, it's you look right straight at it, right across the street from there.
Oh, okay.
Right across that wide street.
With the apartments, or are the apartments there?
Well, it's on the ground floor, but they got pizza and all kinds of Italian food. It's kind of a mom and pop place, but it's great.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Okie dokie. Well, you got 30 minutes, Ian. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much, Harry.
Play us some music.
Well, I'll start out with a song that I wrote for my wife because I kind of like her. Too much to drink and my mind's kinda hazy. Some folks say that I'm a little crazy. Guess they're right. I'm just crazy about you. Well, I've been quite insane since the first time that we met. Been howling at the moon, don't know why, but I'll just bet it's because I'm just crazy about you. I don't know why I have this effect on me. You're driving me about as crazy as I wanna be. And after all these years, I know that you can see it's not that crazy to question my sanity. Well, the music's getting started, and baby, do you want to dance with butterflies? Like our first glance, it's still the same. I'm still crazy about you. Don't know why I have this effect on me. You're driving me about as crazy as I want to be. And after all these years, I know that you can see it's not that crazy to question my sanity. Well, the evening's getting late, we can dance on by the firelight. Nothing can go wrong, and everything just feels right. It's because I'm still crazy about you. Well, I'm still crazy about you.
Clap, 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 clap.
That one's for my wife.
That's a beautiful song.
So, I think I'm hearing some rustling of papers. I don't know if it's me or... Ah, there it goes. Whatever it was is gone now. So this song is about the fact that people used to drink a lot more whiskey than they do today. Just out of the divorce court, sleeping on a concrete bench. How it got this bad, never know. Life's working to it, someone's throwing a monkey wrench. Gotta be a way to let it go. Nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. Just can't drown your troubles in low-carb beer. I'd wanted to start drinking when you walked right out my door, but nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. Well, I went down to Dallas just to have a shot or two. All I could find was coffee bar cafes. It'll take more than a latte to get this cowboy through. Somebody's missed a point along the way. Nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. Just can't drown your troubles in low-carb beer. I don't want it to start drinking when you walked right out my door, but nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. Well, this is Harry's story. It's a sad one, but it's true. He sobered up through no fault of his own. Can't find a soul to drink with since she said we're through. His need for alcohol's been overblown. Nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. Just can't drown your troubles in the low-carb beer. I'd wanted to start drinking when you walked right out my door, but nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. Nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. I really like the applause machine, Harry.
That's no machine.
That's no machine.
No, we're
I mean, there are
tuning into
hundreds
the
of
audience. We
people.
figured out how to tune into the audience out there.
That's amazing. That's incredible.
You know, you've heard of that about these computers. You got to watch. You know, they may be watching and listening to you. Well, we figured that out. Now we can, when they applause, well, we can hear the applause.
Well, that's amazing.
We get boos too sometimes. So
well, I will be very careful. I'll be very careful about that.
All right.
Wow, that was amazing. So this is a song about Hurricane Katrina, or the aftermath. Let me do something here. All right. There we go. It's better. The house built by the levee, down below the water line. Eating oysters, playing trumpet, dealing cards and drinking wine, c'est la vie. Greasy nights of summer, t-shirts sticking to my skin. Talk of storms out on the Gulf Coast, here to wash away our sins, c'est la vie. Never thought it'd wash away Big Easy. Never thought the Mississippi River'd ever wash away New Orleans, making nightmares of my dreams, c'est la vie. Seabirds flying inland, we shoot all of seeing the signs, watching tail lights on the highway and the never-ending line, c'est la vie. Curse that El Camino, parts spread all across the yard. They gave us plenty warning, man, it shouldn't be this hard, c'est la vie. Never thought he'd wash away Big Easy. Never thought the Mississippi River'd ever wash away New Orleans, making nightmares of my dreams, c'est la vie. I count myself a lucky one, escaping with my life. I should have left the week before with my brother and his wife, c'est la vie. Nothing left to pack up, so I moved to Baltimore. Now I spend my summers playing on the Jersey Shore, c'est la vie. Never thought he'd wash away Big Easy. Never thought the Mississippi River'd ever wash away New Orleans, making nightmares of my dreams, c'est la vie. Guess I'll find another dream, c'est la vie.
You're a real crowd pleaser, I tell you.
Did you take that idea from Blue Rock? Blue Rock does a concert series, and at Blue Rock they actually have people back that played there, and they record the live audience clapping. In some cases, they're actually playing back the original recording of the audience clapping or booing, as the case may be. Okay, this is a silly song. I wrote this song because I heard somebody talking about a lady, and they said that she was from Memphis, but she's really from North Mississippi. So this kind of prompted a whole song. I don't know why. Says that she's from Memphis, but it's really Mississippi. Says she owns a mansion, but she's sleeping on my floor. Says she drives a Bentley, but she hitchhiked here from Dallas. I don't believe her anymore. Oh, I don't believe her anymore. I don't believe her anymore. Her story just gets stranger than it was a year before. There's a weird stuff going on here, and it's too hard to ignore. I don't believe her anymore. She told me that she loves me, but she seems a bit distracted, staring at the flock of crows that's gathered around my door. She rifles through my closets and she's checking out my mail. I don't believe her anymore. Oh, I don't believe her anymore. Her story just gets stranger than it was the day before. There's weird stuff going on here, and it's too hard to ignore. I don't believe her anymore. There's something quite peculiar about that screaming in the attic. There's an odor in my basement, I never noticed it before. I ask her why, she shrugs it off as my imagination. I don't believe her anymore. Oh, I don't believe her anymore. Her story just gets stranger than it was the day before. And there's weird stuff going on here, and it's too hard to ignore. I don't believe her anymore. She asked me for a lock of hair, some goat's blood and a feather. She dances after midnight and she quotes Marie Laveau. She draws pentagrams, lights candles, and she chants in ancient tongues. I don't believe her anymore. Oh, I don't believe her anymore. Her story just gets stranger than it was the day before. There's weird stuff going on here, and it's too hard to ignore. I don't believe her. I don't believe her. I don't believe her anymore. And the crowd goes wild.
Man, they're going to be throwing stuff on the stage.
Oh, so that was a silly one. Okay, so this is a sad song. I'll play a sad song. I got lots of sad songs. This is sad. I wrote this kind of because of my mom having Alzheimer's years ago, and then seeing so many cases of it in the assisted living places I'll play at occasionally. So I wrote this song. No, I've heard her laugh before as she wheels me down the hall. She mentions names and places that I just can't recall. Her voice sounds so familiar. Something's not the same. And why can't I remember her name? Clothes are so much brighter than the folks who care for me. There's fog around my thoughts that hide a
dusty memory. She wheels me back down to my room to watch the football game. And why can't I remember her name? Memories are out there hanging just beyond my reach. I struggle for the words to ask her why. She wipes my cheek and whispers, it's such a shame. And why can't I remember her name? She moves just like an angel in this early afternoon, and I ride her wings on memories and the smell of her perfume. I think I used to love her, and I still feel the same. But why can't I remember her name? And why can't I remember her name? Well, that was a sad song for the time. So we'll move on to funnier songs. I wrote this for a song contest, and the only requirement for the song contest is that you had the phrase "just saw Jimmy Hoffa" somewhere in the song. Love and war on a Saturday night, hanging with the usual crew. My buddy pointed out my favorite waitress, bet she'd never go home with you. The bet I'll take, 'cause I've been working on a brand new pickup line. It's a little bit rough, but a couple more shiners will make it sound just fine. I just saw Jimmy Hoffa riding in his Pontiac. Just saw Amelia Earhart, says she's flying back. It's a Bigfoot riding the Loch Ness Monster, trying to get a better view. Oh, I've seen Santa at the end of this bar, but never seen a woman like you. Well, she gave me a look like you'd give a kid when he's up to no good. Then she smiled, gave me a wink, and showed me that she understood. She got off work, she took me home in an old green Pontiac, with Michigan plates and blood on the dash and a skeleton in the back. I just saw Jimmy Hoffa riding in his Pontiac. Just saw Amelia Earhart, says she's flying back. So Bigfoot riding the Loch Ness Monster, trying to get a better view. Well, I've seen Santa at the end of this bar, but never seen a woman like you. Be careful what you ask for, just might come your way. If I just kept my big mouth shut, I wouldn't be here today, explaining to the FBI everything I saw. I was just looking for a little bit of fun, wasn't trying to get in trouble with the law. I just saw Jimmy Hoffa riding in his Pontiac. Just saw Amelia Earhart, says she's flying back. The Bigfoot riding the Loch Ness Monster, trying to get a better view. Well, I've seen Santa at the end of this bar, but never seen a woman like you. Oh, I've seen Santa at the end of this bar, but never seen a woman like you. Oh, you have laughter too. That's pretty good. Wow. Fanfare for the common man.
I didn't mean to push that one.
I don't know. I kind of like that. I kind of
But
like
anyway.
that. This is a lot more fun with that, Harry. You should
Okay,
you should have found
I'm
that
trying-
device sooner. You know,
Trying to add something to the show here. I'm not sure I'm adding.
I think that's good. I think that's good. So I didn't tune up a guitar for slide, so I'll do this trick. Talking to Screen, you know what Scrappy Judd is? He's a guitar player at Austin, and he was playing with somebody I can't remember who at a house concert. And I was talking about how quickly he got in and out of open tuning, and he says he didn't do a whole open tuning; he just tuned down one string. So this is a song about the blues. And the blues came from a group of people who didn't have their freedom. They were treated as less than human. So they hid a lot of their emotions in the songs that they sung in the fields. Eventually that music made it out to the cities. A lot of it turned into rock and roll, and most of the music we play today is based on it. So this is my tribute to the blues. Get yourself a song, sing it out in the fields. Get yourself a song, sing it out in the fields. Oh, make it a sad one, don't let them know how you feel. Sing about something, not what you really mean. Sing about something, but not what you really mean. Gonna find me a woman, sweep my front porch clean. So take it to Chicago and make that big town dance. Take it to Chicago and make that big town dance. Well, you know they're gonna love you if you give them a half a chance. So grab yourself a bottle and drag it across them guitar strings. Grab yourself a bottle and drag it across them guitar strings. Ain't no finer sound of the way it rings. So get yourself a song, sing it out in the fields. Get yourself a song, sing it out in the fields. Don't make it a sad one, don't let them know how you feel. Don't make it a sad one, don't let them know how you feel.
You got about 3 minutes.
That's perfect. One last song.
Okay.
This is a song that started out about the ospreys on the Columbia River and ended up being about the cycle of life. I live my life on Columbia River, just a few miles from the Bonneville Dam. We're high on a pole that marks the ship channel. I provide for my family the best that I can. 'Cause I am the king of Columbia River. and everyone smiles as I take to the sky. They follow my as I glide across the water. They can't look away when they watch me fly by. They watch me fly by. The summer breeze blows and I soar the ridges, dive for the fish in the shallows below. When the winter winds push me, I gather the family. The winters are warmer in old Mexico. 'Cause I am the king of Columbia River, and everyone smiles as I take to the sky. Follow my arc as I glide across the water, and can't look away when they watch me fly by. They watch me fly by. 17 years on Columbia River, and that's a few more than most of us see. Soon I'll dive down and I'll drift with the current out to the ocean. That's the way it should be. And the mountains belong to the eagles. The hawks hunt the highways on the telephone wire, and the owls own the nights and the kestrels the field. This river is all I desire. 'Cause I am the king of Columbia River, and everyone smiles as I take to the sky. Follow my arc as I glide across the water. They can't look away when they watch me fly by. They watch me fly by.
Thank you, Harry. I really like electronic applause.
Don't get the big head now.
No, that's okay.
Hey, great set, Ian. It's always a pleasure to have you. You're such a talented songwriter and guitar picker and everything. And
Well, thank you
we
very
will
much,
have you
Harry.
back. We're going to have you back.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
See you later.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll talk at you later. Okay, folks. Let's see here. Replay Spotlight. Okay, there's me. Now, folks, we've got two more acts. They each one they got 30 minutes, and I was just thinking about how to introduce each one of them. And both of them, I think, used to be journalists or something like that, and then they wound up being songwriters. I don't know if that's a prerequisite for being a songwriter or not, but they became pretty good songwriters, and that I'm not sure if that's a step up or a step down, but for us, it's definitely a step up. And our next performer is Bob Ellert, and he teaches out at SMU now, I think, but he used to be some kind of a journalist. I'll let him tell you about it.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Replay Spotlight. There he is, Bob Ellert.
Okay. Well, I better cover up some of that story a little.
Uh-oh.
No, that's fine. I work at SMU now, but I've worked at newspapers pretty much all over the country. And one time I left and I worked for a country music magazine called Country America. And I've been fooling around writing songs most of my life, been in garage bands and into college at the University of Iowa. We played around a little bit, but it's when I went to work for Country America and I was getting in and out of Nashville a lot that I started listening more closely to the people who write songs, because I was getting a chance to interview some of them and write about them. So, and that just confirms that I have no business doing this because of that experience. And that was reconfirmed by the people you have performing today. This has just been a delight, the folks we've been listening to. Tough acts to follow, and really tough one coming up next, but hang in there because you shall be rewarded with Mr. Wall. So anyway, I'm going to start off kind of like Ian did, a song about my wife. She has an unusual name, Tana, T-A-N-A. Her parents told her that it means flying bird. And so when I met her, it was after first getting to know her brother, and then we kind of went our separate ways for a while. But this is about getting reacquainted with her and ditching her brother for her. So it's called Oh Miss Flying Bird. Oh Miss Flying Bird, is that you I see? Oh, flying high up above my mind and singing softly through my sky. Tell me why you've landed on my shoulder. It's been so long. The branches of my arms are a few years older, and I feel strong. Oh, honey, don't you see that it's amazing to me? After so long, you would find my tree. Once upon a time, we chased for laughter. Oh, poor young fools never really knew what we were after. All the rules. Cast away our shadows now, oh lady. The past is gone. The future has a way with words, oh Lord. Write our song. Oh, honey, don't you see that it's amazing to me? After so long, you would find my tree. There's Miss Flying Bird. Okay, I'm going to move on to, on my first trip to Canada, I ended up flying into Calgary to interview a country music artist up there. And it was kind of fun to be there, but I had some downtime in between photo shoots with them and whatnot. And so I hit the road and headed for Banff. I don't know if you've ever been up that way to Calgary. Calgary's kind of like Denver, and Banff is kind of like Estes Park. You kind of driving right into the Rockies. But along the way, there's the Bow River. And I just found it kind of enchanting. And there was an analogy there waiting for me. And so I put this song together about Bow River. Oh, Bow River, If I could love her like your water loves the land. Hobo River, if I could move her like your current moves the sand. Hobo River, Hobo River, downstream, raging down the mountain, crashing through the canyon. Freshwater love to a brackish sea. Hobo River, if I could sculpt her like your rapids shape the shore. Hobo River, if I could fill her like the runoff evermore. Hobo River, Hobo River, downstream, raging down the mountain, crashing through the canyon. Freshwater love to a brackish sea. The salt of her lips are killing me.
Hey, Robert,
There's your Bow River.
is that the river that runs right through Calgary?
Yeah, I think it takes off from Calgary and it kind of runs along the highway. That
Yeah,
connects the two.
my father-in-law was born and raised in Calgary, and we went up there during the Stampede one year, and we walked across that bridge right downtown, right across that river,
Yeah.
and you could see all the way to the bottom, all the way across it. It's beautiful.
Well, it's-
And then
it's
we
very
we
nice.
drove up to Banff. Is that Lake Louise? Is that the one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lac Louise, however they say.
Yeah, something beautiful.
Got to speak
yeah.
Canadian when you're.
Yeah, well, I didn't speak Canadian very well, but I was able to play blackjack
All right.
during the Stampede. They make gambling legal for like 2 weeks, and they fill up one of the coliseums down there with blackjack tables. That's all they can play. You can't play poker or anything like that. You play blackjack.
I was up there for their big football game. It was in November. It was a little
Yeah.
chilly at the time I was up there, but
Yeah. Well, anyway,
very very beautiful. A place that everybody should take a visit to.
yeah. Great song, by the way.
Next up is a piece. It's called "Ode to Emmy Lou," and there's not too many Emmy Lou's around, so this one's all about Emmy Lou Harris. And about this young fellow who was kind of gone for her, and it got me to thinking, are the artists really aware of what the attachment is sometimes? So this song kind of wanders into that territory. Ode to Emmy Lou. Oh, Emmy Lou, did you not know he came to every single show? Sat in the front and threw you a rose. Love was his lens, and you were his pose. Oh, Emmy Lou, could you not see how much in love strangers can be? Oh, Emmy Lou, did you read his notes? Layered with romance and Shakespeare quotes. To be or not to be with you was his question. Running off with you was his humble suggestion. Oh, Emmy Lou, could you not see how much in love strangers can be? Oh, Emmy Lou, did your eyes ever meet like the hummingbird and the flowers so sweet? Or do fans like him march off to the grave, never tasting once the nectar they crave? Oh, Emmy Lou, could you not see how much in love strangers can be? Oh! You'd be paid handsomely, crowd. Okay, moving on. It's kind of a newer one. I got time for two left, you think?
Yeah, you might get 3. You got 12 minutes.
Okay, here we go. This one's called Ladle of Love. It's a song I kind of abandoned years ago. I like this idea that the Big Dipper could be romantic to people and the stars and whatnot. So I put this piece together, and it never quite fit, and I'm still working on it today. And I got some great critiques on it from the Dallas songwriters, and I've put it in the garage and worked on it a little bit, and here we go. Ladle of Love. It's warm by you, even though the fire's inside. I can see your breath so clear. Why can't you see the love I hide? Hey, Big Dipper, way up above, won't you be my ladle of love? Drizzle romance all over her heart. Stars guide me to where I might start. Our eyes, they met from each end of that big long porch. As I approached, her face lit up just like the torch. Hey, Big Dipper, way up above, won't you be our ladle of love? Fill my glass with courage and smile. Be me a line that might make her smile. The time had come, a full moon up there burning bright. I made my move as shadows danced in the twilight. Hey, Big Dipper, we were strangers just a moment ago. When your ladle of love ended the loneliness below. Now it's warm with you, even though the fire's inside. I can see our paths so clear. The stars will always be our guide. little love. How's the time there?
You got 6 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to do just one more then, and I'm going to skip to a song I'm having a lot of fun with right now. Whoops, I just lost the middle lyric. This one is called Fish On. And I just can't seem to get away from those parallels of, well, and I can't seem to find my pick either. So this is trouble. Oh well, I'll strum it with my finger. This one's called Fish On. It's a bluebird day on the edge of Back Bay, and I'm nursing a breakup and a beer. I cast in a line, thinking all will be fine for my self-pity party by the pier. As old lonesome me reminds me that she has left me for somebody new. There's a tug on my rod like a message from God, set the hook and follow through. Fish on, ain't no time to pout. Fish on, time to reel her in or let her out. Well, a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do when a woman walks away. Fish a cut bait and just play it straight when there's nothing left to say. Can't dwell on a swell or a love that's listing. Forget the one that went astray. We take our chances with all romances. Believe it won't be long and we'll say, fish on, ain't got time to pout. Fish on, time to reel her in or let her out. Met a pretty little gal with a tangled line. Said she thought she'd hooked a snag. As I got her gear free, she smiled and winked at me. Said she can float out here when it's a drag. Fish on, ain't no time to pout. Fish on, time to reel her in or let her out. There you have it.
Good job, Robert.
Thank you,
love
sir.
love those songs. Good set. And we will have you back, man.
All right.
Anyone gets applause like that, got to come back. Yeah. No, thank you, Robert. That's a great set. And okay, that's Robert Ellert, folks. Okay, now then we got our next newsman turned singer songwriter. I'll give him the spotlight. Place spotlight. Hi, Don Wall. How you doing?
I'm good, Harry. How are you?
Doing great. I can't wait to hear your set.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good set by Robert. And news business. Yeah, the news business. I started, I've been working in a reverse trajectory. I started off in New York City with the network news, then moved to the Dallas Bureau, and then got on with the local station, Channel 8, for like almost 20 years. And then started my own company and discovered songwriting during that time. So now I've made it all the way back to starving artist.
Way to go. A big step up right there. Okay.
Yeah, it's one step after another.
Well, you're our public relations manager, right? Isn't that your title?
Oh, yes, that's right.
He's on the Dallas Songwriters Board of Directors, public relations manager. So that's
Yeah,
pretty good. I mean,
I do write some press releases once in a while.
okay. Well, play some songs, Don.
Okay, here's one called Take the Slow Road. Comes a time to put sand under my feet, when the days start feeling same old. After all, I know life is sweet when I just get up and go, holding on, looking back. It's a good time to get off that fast track. You'll never reach your quest all alone. Take a walk, don't look back, take the slow road. I met an old man, he was standing on the beach. He said, you left a girl back home. You want your freedom, don't push her out of reach. Can't you feel her glow? Holding on, looking back. It's a good time to get off that fast track. You'll never reach your quest all alone. Take a walk, don't look back, take the slow road. Softness when you hold her tight, angels' tears in morning light, dewdrops of dawn upon the road. Show some kindness, treat her right, take her with you, it's alright. There's room for two for the road. Holding on, looking back. It's a good time to get off that fast track. You'll never reach your quest all alone. Take a walk, don't look back, take the slow road. Comes a time to go this way or that, and you've got a heavy load. Choose a pathway more bumpy than flat, road not taken, I'm told. Holding on, looking back. It's a good time to get off that fast track. You'll never reach your quest all alone. Take a walk, don't look back, take the slow road. Then the old man said, I gotta go. Oh, take a walk, don't look back, take the slow road. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Great to be here with y'all in Dallas. Thanks to the Dallas Songwriters Association, Harry Hewlett. and all the other members of the Songwriters Association, all the great players who have played this afternoon in this showcase. So, here's another tune. This one's kind of a dance hall number. Put yourself in one of those old Texas dance halls. She swings through the door, couldn't look hotter. I'm back against the bar, sipping bourbon, no water. She glides across the floor, heads are turning there. Snuggles up beside me, slips a kiss in my ear, and you know her. She likes spending time with me, and I know I'm a lucky man, 'cause she takes away my pain, my blues, my misery, as you can see. She's got curly red hair, big blue eyes, sparkly like an angel under Carolina skies. She knows me and she loves me and she's my best friend, always there to save me from a low-down bitter end. And you know she likes spending time with me, and I know I'm a lucky man, 'cause she takes away my pain, my blues, my misery. It's what she does for me. Well, I look to the left and I turn to the right. Everybody's jealous 'cause her pants are nice and tight. The girls are filled with envy and the boys all wanna be hanging with the woman who's leaning on me. And you know she likes spending time with me, and I know I'm a lucky man, 'cause she takes away my pain, my blues, my misery. She takes away my pain, my blues, my misery. She takes away my pain, my blues. She takes away my blues. She takes away my pain, my blues. She's a girl for me, indefinitely. Oh, thank you so much. Y'all are too kind. Okay, here's a song about an old boy. He's doing pretty good at work, not so good at home. Well, the day is done, it's time to party. Day is done, it's time to go home. Everybody's happy, making money. Day is done, it's time to go home. Go home now, I don't wanna go home. Go home now, day is done, time to go home. I don't wanna go. Well, you ought to go. It's time to go home. It's not that I don't love my family. Day is done, it's time to go home. It's just my woman, she don't love me. Day is done, it's time to go home. Go home now, I don't wanna go home. Go home now, day is done, it's time to go home. I don't wanna go. Well, you ought to go. It's it's time to go home. She don't care if I stay out all night. When I go home, we'll end up in a fight, my friend. So let's stay out a little longer, catch some drinks and test the waters. Let's go to stilettos tonight. I wake up on the neighbor's lawn first light. Well, the day is done, it's time to party. Day is done, it's time to go home. Everybody's happy, making money. Day is done, it's time to go home. Go home now, I don't wanna go home. Go home now, day is done, it's time to go home. I don't wanna go. Well, you ought to go. It's time to go home. Thank you. Thank you very much. Here's a nice tune. It's a song about a hippie mermaid chick, goddess. You can't catch her. She lived by the sea, her name was Marie, with her shells and her honey blonde hair, and her eyes were azure as the sky, and the lure of the oceans of my Marie. Oh, Marie, wild and free, I never put a hold on you. You never put a hold on me. Freedom, she said, will get in your head, and the breeze will blow soft and sure, and the look in her eyes far away as the skies of the birds flying over the sea. Oh, Marie, wild and free, I never put a hold on you. You never put a hold on me. Well, she left me, she did, to live off the grid with her bells and her salty air. And I give all I got to go back to the spot for one moment. Marie was right there. Oh, Marie, wild and free, I never put a hold on you. You never put a hold on me. Oh, Marie, wild and free, I never put a hold on you. You never put a hold on me. Oh, thank you. I'm going to try a new one. So bear with me, please. Yeah.
This isn't another fish fantasy, is it?
This is not a fish fantasy. No.
Okay.
No. This is another kind of a fantasy. This one, I've been having trouble with the lyric because I'm trying to make a distinction between loving or I love and being in love. You know, some people say there's a distinction, so I'm trying to figure out what the heck that is. Do you know, Harry?
Yeah, but I can't say it on the air.
Okay.
I can't.
I have a hard time telling you I love you. And it's not that I don't, because I do. It's just so easy to say the words I love you. Does our loving heart beat true? So if I really love you, maybe I should tell you. Sing it from the heart. You're my one and only. Love the way you love me. I'm in love with me and you. No fear, no jealousy, no meanness, no judgment, no anger, no regrets. We've both seen our share of pain and heartache. We love the bliss, not the bitterness. So if I really love you, maybe I should tell you. Sing it from the heart. You're my one and only, and love the way you love me. I'm in love with me and you. Loving is one thing and love is another. We love our time together. It could last forever if you're in love with me and I'm in love with you. So if I really love me, you don't you think I'd tell you? Sing it from the heart. You're my one and only. Love the way you love me. I'm in love with me and you. I'm in love with me and you. Oh, you're very kind. You're very kind. Thank you. Thank you. Sooner or later, I'll get the gist of that. So I mentioned at the beginning of the set that I started off in New York City, and I moved from New York City right down here to North Texas. And this song is one that reflects some of my first impressions of moving to Texas almost 40 years ago, believe it or not. So it's called Cornbread. Cornbread, cornbread, cornbread iced tea. Eat your greens and black-eyed peas. Money, gold, prosperity. Wasn't born here, I may not die here, but I got Texas in my genes. Yankee this, Yankee that. I broke down and bought a hat. Barbecue chicken fry. I gained weight, that's no lie. Jalapenos, margaritas, gorgeous Texas senoritas. On the highway feeling mean. Got me a plate with refried beans. and cornbread, cornbread, cornbread iced tea. Eat your greens and black-eyed peas. Bring money, gold, prosperity. I wasn't born here, I may not die here, but I got Texas in my genes. July 4th, I went to Austin, spent the day with Willie Nelson. Hippies, rednecks, bikers, smokers, bought me a brand new pair of ropers. You know I fit right in here with my ice chest full of cold beer. Cowboy dreams, blue eyes crying, it's a whiskey river, man, I ain't lying. And I like cornbread, cornbread, cornbread iced tea. Eat your greens and black-eyed peas. Money, gold, prosperity. Wasn't born here, I may not die here, but I got Texas in my genes. Well, I lived round Dallas 30 years. People still know that I ain't from here, but I've been through about every town. I've seen the sun rise and the hell's turned down. Lone Star living is infectious in this nation state called Texas. Born and raised here, my kids say they would never want to move away. They like cornbread, cornbread, cornbread iced tea. Eat your greens, black-eyed peas. Bring money, gold, prosperity. And the kids say, we were born here, we're gonna die here, 'cause we got Texas in our genes. We were born here, we're gonna die here, 'cause we got Texas in our genes. Texas.
Hey, Don,
Yes, sir.
before I forget, that last song you did a while ago, you know, he's talking about love, the different kinds of love. It reminded me of the movie The Diner. Remember that? Mickey Rourke was dating this girl off and on, and she asked him if he loved her most. He says, "You're way up there." So there's another definition of it.
That's another one.
You're way up there.
And then there's the great Merle Haggard tune which says, it's not love, but it ain't bad. Or it's not bad. Yeah, I know. You can't define love that easy. It's not
There's
that
a lot of
easy.
different kinds of love, yeah.
There's all kinds of love.
You got 9 minutes. You're doing good.
Okay. I'm gonna do. So that's my kind of my Texas song, and then this is another song that kind of goes way back, and it's my Cape Cod song. It's called Cape Cod. It's a place where we used to go there almost every summer for vacation when I was a kid, and I still go back there a lot. My sister and her husband are actually building a house, which may be done by the end of the summer if all goes well. So here's a song called Cape Cod. Lying together in tall grass, sun bubbling our desires. In the estuary, life is exploding. A man and a woman flowing, sharing the earth, spinning beneath them. Quietly roasting carrots and apples, an evening fire between two Indians, feet rubbing the other's feet, soft wet pine needles beneath, silhouettes in the seaside moonlight. Another day on old Cape Cod, where the sun and the sea feel good on you and me. Then the clouds roll in and we hunker down, and then the tent caves in, we hold each other on the ground. When daylight daylight comes, we stumble into town, walking hand in hand in the dunes, shouting we can in the wind, churning up a bending pile of sand. The sunset is at hand, holding tight, out of breath on this Cape Cod mountain, watching a peach-colored sun slipping under the sea's green blanket. Color drifts to breathe by, the Pilgrim's Tower against the sky, heaving time to the wind and the ocean. Another day on old Cape Cod, where the sun and the sea feel good on you and me. And when the sun goes down, we take a long walk back to town and wonder over coffee what our destiny will be in a world where everything changes. Folding into each other like a perfectly written letter, lightly touching and sensitive. It is with you I wanna live, to love today and forever. Another day on old Cape Cod, where the sun and the sea feel good on you and me. Thank you. Thank you for that smattering of applause.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I know.
they like some songs better than the others, you know.
Oh, I know.
You never really know.
I didn't get a boo, so that's a good thing.
Well, wait a minute. I can arrange that.
Go ahead. Just so I can
Okay.
feel it. I want to feel the boos.
Okay. Oh heck, hang on here. I got my phone upside down. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna give you the boo right now.
Go ahead. You're a liar. Remember when Bob Dylan said that to the people in London when they were booing him? You're a liar. Okay, I guess I'll do one more. This one is called Love in a Sleeping Bag. Put your hand in mine, gonna wanna walk to the moon. We'll look for a sign, don't wanna get there too soon. We'll go on together to a galaxy beyond forever. We found love in a sleeping bag, perfectly, cosmically, love in a sleeping bag. Starry, starry night, we found love in a sleeping bag, love between you and me. Baby, you're the one, frisky, wild, and free. So much joy and fun, an angel in front of me. We'll go on together to a galaxy beyond forever. We found love in a sleeping bag, perfectly, cosmically, love in a sleeping bag. Starry, starry night, we found love in a sleeping bag, love between you and me. Under stars on the beach, next to streams under peaks, in the woods with the bears, by that pond over there, in the wetness of night, with the deer at first light, I sing my song to you. We'll go on together to a galaxy beyond forever. We found love in a sleeping bag, perfectly, cosmically, love in a sleeping bag. Starry, starry night, we found love in a sleeping bag, love between you and me. We'll share our desires in our tent a little later. I'll put another log on the fire and play to your allure. We'll go on together to a galaxy beyond forever. We found love in a sleeping bag, perfectly, cosmically, love in a sleeping bag. Starry, starry night, we found love in a sleeping bag, love between you and me. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Good to be with you. Thanks.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you all. Thanks, Harry. Thank you,
Thank
Dallas
you, everybody.
Songwriters.
It's been a good show today, and I tell you what, it's just so much fun doing this, and everybody just keeps getting better. And we had our president with us, and Ricky.
Thank you,
G.
Harry.
Wright. You got any words of wisdom for us today?
I think it was another great show.
Okay.
Just another fantastic show. Thank
All
you,
right.
everyone.
Well, thanks, guys, and
Bob, Ricky, Jean, Ian.
Now next weekend we're going to have our Hall of Fame show. It's going to be at the same time, same place, but it's going to be Hall of Fame. We're going to be honoring all these local artists, and I can't name all of them off the top of my head, but we're going to have like 20 different songs that we're going to be doing, and we'll have about that many people singing. So it's going to be a great show. You don't want to miss next week. So
I can name them.
name them.
We're going to be honoring England Dan and John Ford Coley. That's Dan Seals and John Coley. Janie Fricky, I should say.
Ricky, yeah.
Right, Jenny Fricky. Steve Weisberg, who is John Denver's guitar player, and also John Denver himself, and local artist Greg A. Smith.
Yeah, he'll be performing live.
And he'll be performing live, and the other inductees will be honored with songs from their catalogs by various DSA members and rising stars, young talent, young singer-songwriters. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
So thanks, folks. It's going to be right here. And thank all you folks over on Facebook for watching today. We had a good crowd today. They must have known Ricky Jean was going to be playing.
That's right.
That's
That's
right.
probably what it was, yeah. Okay. Bob, thank you. Don, thank you.
Thank you.
Brando, thank you. And
All right.
Ian and Robert DeVoli, they're probably over there on Facebook watching. They missed the picture, though. Anyway, push that little red button and it'll be over. Wave bye to everybody.
All right, now, y'all be good. If you can't, come near as possible.
Yep. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, folks. See y'all.